Got my food. Got my coffee. All right. You guys ready? What you eating? Ramen. I made myself some ramen. Hi, Detailed. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Right now, we're trying to react to Wuthering Waves 3.0 gameplay that came out like 16 hours ago, which I did not know about until earlier today. W Ramen? I know. Ramen always coming in clutch. All right, chat. You guys ready? Let me know if I need to adjust the audio. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Okay.
Energy consumption.
She's skating? Wait a minute! Wait a minute! She's got a motorbike? Oh, this looks cool. Is that Fenrir first person? Wait, is that Fenrico's boss battle music playing? Oh my god.
I heard something.
Wait, what is that? What is that? Whoa. Wait a minute, that's cool. That's cool. Wait, does she have different dodge mechanics? Wait. Chad, am I seeing that right? That she had different dodge mechanics?
Don't blink. You'll miss the best.
Okay.
Assuming master control.
Ooh! Wait, a rainbow!
Processing complete. Authorizing maximum output.
I like her. I like her a lot.
Guidance ready.
I like her a lot.
Go over here.
Oh! Wait, what is that?
Need a ride, sweetheart?
Oh.
Assuming master control.
Oh, wow.
Access confirmed. Order executed.
I really like her.
Guidance
Oh my god.
initiating criticality protocol.
Interesting.
Drive safe.
That's cool. Oh my god. I can't believe that they're coming out with banger character. Like, it's like every character ever since 2.0 has been fun to play, chat. Like, every character has been really fun to play. Like, they don't miss. Oh my goodness, what is all that? Wait, they're so cute. What are those? Oh, they're following her around. I love the area, though. The area is so pretty. Hello? Whoa. So I assume this is a part of Lahai Roy, right? Oh. This is so pretty, and the color scheme? The color scheme, chat? Oh, what are those? They're so cute. What are they? Oh my god, they're multiplying. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so cute. Are they dancing? Okay, all right. I'm loving this. Oh my god, they're moving to the beat. I love that. They're moving to the beat. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. And the musical notes. This is so pretty. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh, so pretty. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at them go. Oh my goodness, this is so cute, chat. Like, I really like this. The new characters are dope. I hope they go with Chisa. Ooh. I haven't played Chisa. I mean, I haven't gotten Chisa. I don't know if I would... I don't know. There's quite a bit of characters that I want. I missed Galbrenna because I really wanted Galbrenna. I like this. Ooh, look at... Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. There's so many of these cuties. Oh my god, they're so cute. I like this. I like this. Oh my goodness, I like this. Oh my god, they're following her. I love that. Like, what are those? They're so cute and they're dancing too. What are they? Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that was okay. All right, so that was pretty. Reminds me of Jinshi so hard. I know she does remind me a little bit of Jinshi. Wuwa Pikmin. I like how dynamic the new characters are. I know. Like, they only showed the 2 characters, but I really liked both of them. I'm curious. I'm very excited to learn more about them when 3.0 drops. When does wuwa 3.0 drop? Hold on, chat. Let me exit out of this and then go back so we can analyze this a little bit more. Okay, so she's really pretty. Yeah, she does remind me a little bit of Jinshi. She does. I really like her design. Oh, what's with her legs? Like, they're kind of like see-through a little bit. Like, you guys see her legs are a little bit see-through. I really like her. I really like her design. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you see her legs are see-through? Oh, that's really cool. I think I might pull for her. I think I might pull for her. The little creatures are super adorable. I know. I'm not sure what exactly they are, but I do notice that they come in different sizes and they're so cute. Should be January. It comes out straight on Christmas. Does it? December 25th or January? Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess we got time. We got time. You know? Kind of reminds me of Sentry and Fallacy. Oh, Fallacy. I don't think I've... interesting. Yeah, I really like her. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. Like there's backlash. Like there's backlash. You guys saw that? Hold on. Interesting.
Energy consumption.
Like, this is crazy. Like, she's able to roller skate. She's able to roller skate. And she's got a motorbike. So she's a gun user. Interesting. Whoa. So does she permanently just use roller skates to move around? She doesn't run, she uses roller skates? That's cool. I wonder why it's using Fenrico's boss music, though. Why is it using Fenrico's boss music? And first person, that's crazy. It won't come this year because we got Frolova banner running too. Oh, do we? Is it confirmed that Frolova's getting a rerun? Or is that leaks? December 25th? Huh. May is Spectro Gun. Spectro? Spectro. Was Spectro already an element? I feel like it was, but I think this is like our first gun, or Spectro gun user. Rini is Fusion Broadblade? Wait, she's Fusion? It didn't look like she had fusion attacks in her skills. This didn't... I know she's Broadblade, but like Fusion? It doesn't match her attacks here that she's Fusion. Oh, wait. Her arms. Hold on, actually. Look at her hands. Is she a robot? Is she a robot or an android? I guess that makes sense because, you know, her attack, she had backlash. Like, there was some sort of, like, malfunctioning happening. And her hands. Is she... Yeah, see? Yeah. She has to be, like, an android or, like, a robot. She has to, I think. It's one or the other.
Consumption.
Or if she's not, but she has, you know, robotic parts. Yeah, she's first Spectro gun. That I could have sworn Spectro isn't that is a different color though. Is a different color. I think she's something like Shorekeeper. That's what I thought when I first saw her. Like, first seeing her in game, I was like, oh, she reminds me a little bit of Jinshi and Shorekeeper. Because Shorekeeper's like a computer program, right? Wasn't she in a wheelchair in her art? What, in her splash art? Hold on. I don't want to dox myself. Hold on, chat. Let me actually look. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know. Saying about a wheelchair? I mean, she's sitting on what could be a weapon of some kind, or like it's some sort of like sphere that she's sitting on in her art. And she's got the moons, and she's got, or not the moons, she's got the a planet. Interesting. I want to learn more about her. Like, I'm very intrigued about this character. I want to learn more. The new region is futuristic. That's what I keep, I'm seeing from the comments, that it could be a little bit kind of like cyberpunk. Why broadblade, though? She doesn't use any broadblade. Shouldn't she be a rectifier? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. But, like, if she's supposed to be fusion, like, her attack colors do not match the fusion element at all. Like, it matches her, like, color scheme and her character, but, like, her attacks, they don't strike me as a fusion broadblade user. You know? Oh, wait. Warnie is a professor of Star Torch Academy? Wait, hold on. And also a researcher from the nation of Lahiroi. Oh. Space Trek Collective researcher and a professor at Star Torch Academy, smart as a whip but not very talkative. She is unwavering in the pursuit of her dream, to surpass the limits of space-time and see the world beyond in all its splendid beauty. To surpass the limits of space-time and see the world beyond in all its splendid beauty. Chat, a thought occurred to me. Cause we played 2.8, right? In the very end, there was a voice speaking to Rover through the radio, right? Could that voice possibly be Morny? Or Morny? How do you pronounce her name? Like, this is just a guess. I don't know if it's actually, I guess we'll find out when 3.0 drops, but like, the way this is, like, her description is saying, like, her dream is to surpass the limits of space-time and see the world beyond. I don't know. Oh yeah, also the boss. We have to recheck the boss too. Morny uses high power beam. Those are heat beam. Fusion is usually referred to explosive power. Oh. I think that was the girl at the time Rover got thrown into the sea, the first cutscene. You mean the, I think they referred to her as the goddess, right? I mean, we never actually hear her voice, do we? Hold on. Actually, let me go back, because it's been a while since I have seen the very beginning of the game. Hold on.
I need you to trust me.
Hold on.
Last time.
Because we've seen this goddess periodically appear throughout the story so far. We've seen her periodically appear. Alright, let me see. Hold on. This. Yeah, what's with this? Yeah, her. Yeah, we've seen her appear periodically throughout the story so far. But I don't think we actually I don't think we've actually like heard her voice, I don't think. If you read the lines, the girl was saying they rejected them or something. I'll have to go back in I'll have to go back in 2.8 to hear the voice again. Who is she? Like, see what I mean? What is... Who is she? Because we can only assume this is probably... Because if I... Oh my goodness. Why is my stuff freezing? Why? Why? Why is everything freezing? What is happening? What is going on with my frames? What? Oh god. Oh god. I don't know what happened. Why? VTube Studio's crashing out. VTube Studio's crashing out. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, there we go. What is happening? Like, I'm just watching a video. Why are my frames going all over the place? That's so weird. She is the first instance. She authorized time. Shorekeeper is second instance. She authorized space. The universe has rejected us. No, that... The universe has rejected us. I'm trying to remember. I remember that specific line. Yes, I'm trying to remember. Was that in 2.7 or 2.8? I don't exactly remember, but I do remember that specific voice line. Like when Rover entered the scenario, it was written on screen. So she's the first instance? The way she's acting here. The way she's acting here. Oh god. So this is Rover with their memories erased. Who knows how many cycles they went through at this point. This is Rover without their memories. And this particular part right here. You're still on just chatting, by the way? Yeah, Corey. It's supposed to be just chatting. We're not playing the game. We're just looking at the gameplay. It was in the radio? The girl said it? This doesn't... I'm trying to remember. It's been way too long since I have played the very beginning of the game. So I don't remember hearing about first instance and second instance. If this... I think they refer to her as the goddess, right? If she is the first instance, why would Shorekeeper be referred to as the second? instance. And yeah, we know Shorekeeper favors Rover, but like this particular, like I'm reanalyzing this cutscene, and she does seem very like fond of Rover. So I mean, at this point in time, Rover has like erased their memories like what, countless times at this point. And this is the start of like a whole new cycle of them without their memories. It's like, because you can tell she's very fond, at the very least, she's fond of Rover, right? Whether that's because she has feelings for Rover, you know, remains to be seen, but like, because I don't remember hearing about the term instances in Wuthering Waves. Or if it was mentioned, it was mentioned back in 1.0, 1.x, and I just don't remember it because it's been way too long since I have refreshed my memory about that part of the story. But I think instances are like something like Fraxidus. They are favoring Rover in his cycle like the early Fraxidus did. Well, we know that the Fraxidus are very, very obsessed with trying to get Rover to join them. And I can tell it's not the first time that they've offered Rover to join their side. But the key thing is with the Fraxidus, like we probably know at this point in time, like Rover has erased their memories countless times, and they've probably encountered the Fraxidus who knows how many times, right? And battled them who knows how many times, right? But every single time the Fraxidus appears on screen, they're like constantly trying to like persuade Rover to join their side. And they're very, very familiar with Rover. They are very familiar with Rover. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Corey, we're just reacting to stuff. We're not actually playing the game. I do think Rover created the Fraxidus. I mean, there is a theory that Rover was the founder of the Fraxidus. I don't know how much evidence that theory has, but I know there's that theory. But is it, I think one of the main reasons why why it's hard for me to accept that theory is because we've seen or we're told countless times that Rover erases their memories because they're trying to stop the lament, right? Like the lament is the one thing they don't know how to stop, right? It's like this one big causatic effect that they're not able to figure out how to stop, right? Or prevent, right? And the reason that they're erasing their memories is so they can, you know, try and see if there's a different way that they could stop it. That's why they erase their memories. Right? But the Fraxidus itself, the Fraxidus, you know, as a group, does not want to stop the lament. They don't. And yes, I do remember that the Grand Architect said that we were once your Waystones in 2.7, but even so, it's like with the information us as the player have now, does not align with or does not like make sense why Rover would you know, create the Fraxidus. Because the Fraxidus's goal is to, you know, they're obsessed with the Dark Tide. They're obsessed with the Thernodians, right? Rover is trying to stop the lament. That's the whole reason why they started erasing their memories to begin with. It's because they don't know how to stop it. And the Fraxidus don't want to stop the lament. They don't want to stop the lament. That's one of the main reasons why it's very hard for me to like look at that theory and be like, oh, hey, this might be a possibility, right? Because it doesn't make sense with the information we have at our time as of, you know, almost 3.0. You know? Like, something isn't, you know, there aren't enough pieces, conclusive evidence for me to actually get on board with that theory. You know? It doesn't make sense to me, you know? Hmm. Yeah, we know Halfrelova joined the Fraxidus. We don't know about Scar, and we don't know about Cristoforo. But for Lova, we do know how she joined, and the reason why she joined. I hope to make you proud. I haven't let you down. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. Okay, hold on. So, she doesn't have any voice lines in this particular scene. Right. But hold on, Chad, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, chat. I had to answer a phone call. I think the one who corrupted Fraxidus is Grand Architect. He was the one who manipulated Thro. We still don't know much about the Grand Architect, do we? Don't know much about him. Or Scar. Or Cristoforo. I think Cristoforo will betray Fraxidus. Well, I mean, we have been told that the Fraxidus don't really see each other as, you know, like they're in there for their own gain. Like, every Fraxidus overseer has their own, you know, their own goal, right? And the reason why they joined was so that goal can become a reality, right? Like with Frolova, right? So we know they each have their own goals. And they're united by that. But I don't think they consider themselves like comrades or like friends. I'd say it's more like acquaintances, maybe? You know? People really like Cantarella. Oh, I love Cantarella. I love Cantarella. It's really hard to pick my favorites because I like all of them. Especially out of the 2.x cast, it's like really hard because I can't have any favorites because I love every one of them. Except for Cristoforo. Hate that guy. I have a love and hate relationship with Scar, so... so... I actually have the video. Hold on. Let me actually go back into 2.8 really quick. Let me go back. Okay. All right. Let me listen to this voice line again. Oh, static.
The universe has rejected us.
Energy consumption. Energy consumption.
No, I don't think it's her. People really hate Cristoforo. I mean, hey, I mean, there's just something about him. He's like, there's just something about him that like irritates the hell out of me. Like, every time he shows up on screen, dude fucking speaks in riddles and then fucking dips. And he constantly has this really smug smirk on his face. Constantly. Like, I just hate the guy. Like, I'm sorry. Other people, you know, other people can like him. Me, personally, fuck that guy. I hate him. I hate him.
I heard something. Huh? I heard something. Huh? I heard something.
The The universe has rejected us.
Huh? I heard something.
Sorry, chat. I'm trying to go analyzer mode. Trying to go analyzer mode. Huh? I'm trying to figure out who this voice is.
Is this the answer you've been seeking?
Huh? I don't think it's either of them. What? Who is that? So I don't think it's any of the two characters that they showed in this showcase. It could be someone else.
I hope to make you proud. I hope I haven't let you down.
Oh, she does have a different dodge mechanic. She does have a different dodge mechanic. Okay, so I wasn't seeing things. Yeah, she has a different... Okay. Interesting. She has a different dodge mechanic than all the other characters so far. Yeah. She's the only one that has a different dodge mechanic. Because all the other characters, 1.x, 2.x, they all have the same dodge mechanic. She's the only one that has a different one so far. So if that voice isn't either of these two characters, then it has to be from a character that we have not seen yet. Or they have not shown yet, because they only showed, like, 2 characters in the showcase. But they came out with, like, what, 4 banners? 4 splash arts?
One more. Don't blink. You'll miss the best.
Maybe because she's skating? That's also possible, yeah. It's also possible, yeah, that's also a possibility. I guess we'll find out when 3.0 drops, you know? If it's because she's roller skating. She doesn't walk like... that's true, yeah. She doesn't walk or run, she skates. That's true, yeah. Interesting. Well, if he's not standard banner, I'm not sure if I hate him completely or not. I mean, you know... There's probably some people that really love him. Like, he's a good villain, not gonna lie. He's a very good villain. So is Scar, so is Frolova, but like... Because... There's just something specifically about Cristoforo that just rubs me the wrong way. And I hate him. But he's a good villain, though. So... He's a good villain. I just hate him. It was first instance because I don't think there is none in story till now that talk about universe. Yeah, but the thing is though, if the goddess is the first instance, we haven't heard her voice before. Like, she's appeared occasionally throughout the story, but we haven't heard her voice. So if that actually is the goddess who is the first instance, it's entirely possible. We don't, I mean, we're kind of left guessing at this point, like, because we really don't have a voice to go off of, because she doesn't speak. Like, that's the thing, she doesn't speak, she doesn't have any voice lines in the game. She's mentioned in, like, quests, or, like, she's shown in quests, but she doesn't speak. Let her speak! You know? Oh god! Oh, shit. Oh god. Oh no! My microphone arm came off again. I need a new mic arm. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna need a new microphone arm. Cause that's like what? Who knows how many times that has fallen off my desk? Okay, so if that... I still don't know about this instance thing. Cause like, if she's the first instance, why would Shorekeeper be the second? Cause I'm pretty sure Shorekeeper's like a computer program, right? If I recall, she's a computer program. Goddess is the first instance time travel Abby's fate and the biggest lore theory in Wuthering Waves 2.7. Huh. The first instance. I'm trying to remember.
Fabian lived life to the fullest.
I'm trying to remember where specifically
But life changed in
we
an instant.
heard instance.
After a collision
Was
in
it
the version
2.7?
2.7 main story, when entering the civilization capsule, Rover once again
Yeah.
encounters the goddess from the very beginning of the game.
Yes.
Imperator's narration also reveals this goddess's codename, the First Instance. In the game's opening animation, we know Rover fell from the Etheric Sea. Shorekeeper once said that the meaning behind the Etheric Sea could refer to time. Therefore, we can make the following reasonable conjecture. Shorekeeper corresponds to space equal to the Sonorosphere, while the goddess corresponds to time equal to the Etheric Sea. The civilization capsule was created when Imperator separated its underlying data. The presence of the First Instance here suggests that the goddess might have the ability to distribute herself across different points in time. The most direct evidence is in the version 1 story, where the goddess appeared after Huanglong cracked a certain technology. As the embodiment of time, the will of the First Instance may be able to traverse any time node, meaning she is arguably omnipresent. I speculate that in the later storyline, perhaps when the world faces an intractable catastrophe, the First Instance will likely descend in a physical form to help Rover with the Allies. Since the First Instance corresponds to time, the ability she used to separate Abby might not have been the power of separation, but possibly time reversal. Regarding this segment, I speculate that the First Instance might have reversed the frequencies of Rover and Abby back to the state just before Abby was absorbed, and then placed this frequency in Rover's hand to form the tacit mark. The fact that Rover's frequency was reversed is what caused instability and subsequent loss of other powers within their body. Shorekeeper once said that Abby's frequency was inseparable from Rover, yet
Yeah.
Shorekeeper doesn't know Abby. This
Yes. I do remember that, yeah.
leads to the speculation that the simultaneous existence of Abby and Rover might only be temporary. For Rover to regain their full strength in the future, they might have to completely absorb or integrate Abby, in which case, Abby might lose its physical form.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's so sad. Oh no, please don't tell me that's gonna happen. I love Abby.
Although it's just a guess, it's still heartbreaking because Abby is such a genuinely likable companion who has been with the players
I
all
love
along.
Abby.
I sincerely hope Kuro can give players a relatively satisfactory explanation and ending.
But that still doesn't explain why Shorekeeper's the second instance.
Are we ready for this party?
Guests are on their way, and food and drinks were just delivered.
Am I missing something? Am I missing something?
In the version 2.7 main story, when entering the civilization capsule, Rover once again encounters the goddess from the very beginning of the game.
Yes.
Imperator's narration also reveals this goddess's codename, the First Instance.
Does Imperator refer to the first instance as her? Like, is it actually her that that Imperator is referencing? Like, actually? Okay, I can't go back and hold on. I need to because it won't let me use that one. I love Abby. I know. I love Abby too. I love Abby so much. I'm trying to remember. Was it this one? Yes, that. Why it activated was because I know Imperator said something about first instance, but I don't think it was referencing the goddess though. It had traces of the dark tide on it when it was thrown back towards Rover. I don't think Imperator was referring. I know Imperator said Arbiter. Yeah, that's Rover's title.
Lifting imposed restrictions.
Is that imposed restrictions? And she was standing. Yeah, I know she's standing there. Yeah. I know she's standing there, but like, I don't know. And she disappeared, so. But like.
Instance initiated. All probabilistic future.
This specific line, it literally just shows the data of Renacita. And her there. It doesn't. There. Maybe I'm missing something, but like. Just because she's standing there doesn't necessarily mean that Imperator is referring to her as the first instance.
Is now revealed.
What?
Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to phase 2.
Maybe I'm missing something, but like. What is.
Commencing simulation. Attempting civilization fit. Renacita.
Huh? What is this? What is this? Because I'm looking back in my stream at this specific moment, and it doesn't. There's nothing standing out to me that says that Imperator could be referring to her as the first instance. Or Raguna City? Like the way Imperator is saying it, to me it doesn't sound like it's that they're referring to her. And she vanishes. That lady. That lady. That lady.
Arbiter. This moment was always foreseen.
Maybe I'm missing something.
It comes to pass.
Imperator, is that really you?
Arbiter, I grieve to say.
Message activated in response to the presence of an initiator.
I am
this.
A message
Oh.
sent to activate in response to the presence of an initiator.
Because technically wasn't, if I recall, the capsule was designed to open with Rover and Cardathea together. It was designed that way, so that Rover and Cardathea would be the ones who opened it. But it wasn't Cardathea and Rover, it was Rover and the dark tide that Avidius had. Initiator.
Time in this place flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seemed
Why is video freeze? Because it's a YouTube video. What I'm looking back on is my own separate stream that I have saved. That's why the video is frozen. It's because we're not watching the YouTube video part. I paused that.
seized a fragment of my mind.
Uh-huh.
And with it, now, Arbiter.
Lady.
First instance initiated. All probabilistic.
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something or it's not clicking for me, but like the way it's said here and the way it's shown here doesn't make it like I'm not thinking that Imperator is referring to her as the first instance. Like it's interesting that she's there, but like and then she disappears. But like there's nothing, like, there's no context clues that, like, clue me into, oh, Imperator is speaking about the goddess. She's the first instance, you know? That part I'm not getting.
Futures now reveal.
What is happening?
Outcome verified.
Because this, inside the Sonaro, literally has the blueprints for Renacita.
Blueprint compiled.
Or Raguna City.
Advancing to phase 2.
What? What is...
Commencing simulation. Attempting civilization fit.
Yeah, Renacita.
Renacita.
Huh? What is this? Yeah, so maybe it's just me, but I'm not understanding. I'm not thinking that Imperator was calling her the first instance.
In the game's opening animation, we know Rover fell from the Etheric Sea. Shorekeeper once said that the meaning behind the Etheric Sea could refer to time. Therefore, we can make the following reasonable conjecture. Shorekeeper corresponds to space.
How? This is what I don't get. How would Shorekeeper be the second instance? How? Because literally, isn't Shorekeeper like a computer program? Hi, Nyon! Thank you so much for the raid! Hi, raiders! Welcome in! Hope you guys are doing well! We were just watching the, Wuthering Waves 3.0 gameplay reaction that came out, that PlayStation released. And, now we're talking a little bit of theories. I went off on a tangent because there were specific voice lines that I'm like, none of these two characters sound like this voice line that we heard back in 2.8. So I'm trying to analyze who that voice could be. There's already gameplay? Yeah, it came out 16 hours ago on PlayStation. PlayStation released it. But we kind of went off on a tangent, because then after the reaction started talking about who that mysterious voice was at the end of 2.8, I was thinking maybe it could have been one of the two characters that they showed in the gameplay. It was, no. And I was trying to analyze. No, I don't think it's either one of them. So, and then we got to talking about maybe that it was the goddess who was speaking through the radio, and then we ended up doing this, and then we got to hear. Still though, I don't understand why Shorekeeper would be the second instance.
Equal to the Sonoro, the follow the in the version 2.7 main story, when entering the civilization capsule, Rover once again encounters the goddess from the very beginning of the game. Imperator's narration also reveals this goddess's codename, the First Instance.
Still not sure about that.
In the game's opening animation, we know Rover fell from the Etheric Sea. Shorekeeper once said that the meaning behind the Etheric Sea could refer to time. Therefore, we can make the following reasonable conjecture. Shorekeeper corresponds to...
But still, I don't understand how she would be the second instance.
Space equal to the Sonorosphere, while...
Because technically, Shorekeeper's a computer program, right? Or am I getting that wrong? I'm pretty sure she's a computer program. It's been a little bit since I recapped on the Black Shores part.
Goddess corresponds to time equal to the Etheric Sea. The civilization capsule was created when Imperator separated its underlying data. The presence of the First Instance here suggests that the goddess might have the ability to distribute herself across different points in time. The most direct evidence is in the version 1 story, where the goddess appeared after Huanglong cracked a certain technology. As the embodiment of time, the will of the First Instance may be able to traverse any time node, meaning
As long as I can get Morny, I'll be happy. I really like her. She's interesting. I want to learn more about her. Oh, you see Shorekeeper more as a side character? Would be weird to see her have this role. Well, I mean, there was some noticeable similarities between the goddess and Shorekeeper.
she is arguably
There's a little bit of similarities between the two.
Later storyline, perhaps when the world faces an intractable catastrophe, the weird
But like,
of the first civilization is following
from my knowledge, if I recall, I mean, quote me if I'm wrong, but since it literally has been like months since I have played the Black Shores art, but as far as I remember, Shorekeeper's like a computer program, right? She's a computer program, so her being the second instance doesn't really make sense to me, but also the goddess too being referred to as the first instance also doesn't make sense to me.
Reasonable information, we know Rover fell from the Etheric Sea. Shorekeeper once said that the meaning behind the Etheric Sea could refer to time.
Yeah, she's a program, not a real entity. That's what I thought. So the fact that she's referred to as the second instance,
therefore, we can make the following.
But you know, they do have some similarities.
In the version
Shorekeeper and Goddess do have a little bit of similarities.
In 2.7 main story, when entering the civilization capsule, Rover once again encounters the goddess from the very beginning of the game. Imperator's narration also reveals this goddess.
This though, I literally was watching back on my stream of this particular moment, and there's nothing that stood out to me that Imperator was referring to her as the first instance. Like it's interesting that she shows up, but like, I don't know, something's not clicking for me. I'd smash that guy. I mean, she's really pretty. I do want to learn more about her. She is really pretty. You forgot that moment? Which one? Which particular part? 2.7? Or Black Shores, or the very beginning of the game? It literally just says first instance initiated. That particular sentence does not tell me that Imperator is referring to her. Like, why would that be her code name? It is interesting that she is there, though. It is interesting that she's there. Inside the Sonoro, inside of the capsule. Oh, chat, hold on. I have to run a quick ad break here really quickly. Hold on. Give me a few seconds. I have to run a quick ad break. Welcome back from the ad break, everyone. Sorry I had to run a quick ad break. We definitely know the goddess's identity. I mean, we don't really know much about her, honestly. She does appear occasionally throughout the story, but like, even if it turns out that her name, that she is the first instance, we still don't know much about her. We still don't know much about her. We don't know how she sounds like. We don't... She's very intriguing. It's definitely Lucia from PGR. It's the same. Well, I've never played PGR, so I can't say. I do like her design, though.
All probabilistic futures now reveal.
I don't...
His code name, the first instance. In the
I don't
game's
know.
opening animation, we know Rover fell from the etheric sea.
Was it actually confirmed that it was the etheric sea? I don't remember that part.
Shorekeeper once
I don't remember that being referred to as the etheric sea.
said that the meaning behind the etheric sea could refer to time. Therefore, we can make the following reasonable conjecture. Shorekeeper corresponds to space equal to the sonorosphere, while the goddess corresponds to time.
This. How would Shorekeeper be the second? How?
Equal to the etheric sea. The civilization capsule was created when Imperator separated its underlying data. The presence of the first instance here suggests that the goddess might have the ability to distribute herself across different points in time. The most direct evidence is in the version 1 story, where the goddess appeared after Huanglong cracked a certain technology.
This kind of makes sense, but still, I don't understand how I mean, I kind of figured she had something, she was related to time, but like, her codename being the first instance, I don't know about that.
As the embodiment of time, the will of the first instance may be able to traverse any time node, meaning she is arguably omnipresent. I speculate that in the later storyline, perhaps when the world faces an intractable catastrophe, the first instance will likely descend in a physical form to help Rover with the Allies. Since the first instance corresponds to time, the ability she used to separate Abby might not have been the power of separation, but possibly time reversal.
This part too.
Regarding this segment, I speculate that the first instance might have reversed the frequencies of Rover and Abby back to the state just before Abby was absorbed, and then placed this frequency in Rover's hand
Yeah, the Tacit Mart appears, yeah. When she does that, or Tacit Mart.
to form the tacit mark. The fact that Rover's frequency was reversed is what caused instability and subsequent loss of
I don't think... was Abby inside of our body all along? I don't know. Was Abby inside of our body this whole time? I don't know. Yeah? Abby was? If Abby was inside her body this whole time, make that make sense, because, you know, it's implied that Abby could have been part of Leviathan or Ovathrax. It's speculated that Abby is a part of one of those two, or, you know, associated with them because of Leviathan's word, Abraxas. How could you betray us? But if that's the... how does that work? That's what I'm trying to understand, because if Abby was a part of a Threnodian at some point in time, then at one point was Abby placed inside, like, at what point did Abby get absorbed into our body? See, this is what I mean. Some information, it's like, we don't have enough conclusive evidence to, like, and it frustrates the hell out of me when they say stuff like that, and then stuff don't make sense. Don't make no sense. I think that's how the story goes. We'll definitely not have a happy ending. I would hate if we don't have an happy ending. I would hate if something were to happen to Abby and we lose Abby. Abby was in the Tassamark because at the start you hear Abby say that they're hungry. I'm trying to remember way back when. Oh god, it's been like such a long time. When you capture the crown... I mean, we don't capture the crownless. Abby absorbs, like, their frequency, but, like... still. It's Abby that forces you to absorb it. I do remember that, yes. I do remember Abby absorbing, we absorb the frequency, but, like... I don't think if it was like confirmed that we actually like killed Overthrax or anything, or if Overthrax is just like inside of our body. Apparently, I don't know. But we do know that Abby has traces of Overthrax's frequency because Cristoforo said in 2.7, well, if you use, we could use, you know, Leviathan could use Abby to resonate with Overthrax's power. You know? But still, this is what I'm talking about. Cause like, if Abby has been inside Rover's body this whole time, right? There has to have been at some point in time, Abby was a part of whether that's, you know, Leviathan or Overthrax. There has to have been some point in time between Abby being separated from the Thernodian to being absorbed into our body. And that's the part that we're missing. Because at no point, to my knowledge, has the game told us any information between those particular points. Because, like, how did we absorb Abby? How long has Abby been in our body this whole time, you know? What cycle are we on that Rover doesn't, when they erase their memories, you know? Like, we're missing key information. We got a lot of things inside our body. Oh my god.
Other powers within their body. Shorekeeper once said that Abby's frequency was inseparable from Rover, yet Shorekeeper doesn't know Abby.
That's right. Shorekeeper doesn't know Abby.
This leads to the speculation that the simultaneous existence of Abby and Rover might only be temporary. For Rover to regain their full strength in the future, they might have to completely absorb or integrate Abby, in which case, Abby might lose its physical form. Although it's just a guess, it's still heartbreaking because Abby is such a genuinely likable companion who has been with the players all along. I sincerely hope Kuro can give players a relatively satisfactory explanation and ending.
I really hope that it doesn't come to that we have to absorb Abby. I really hope it doesn't. Shorekeeper is a program, but damn. I mean, the fact that Shorekeeper doesn't know Abby, but apparently Abby has been inside of our body this whole time. There's just some things that aren't lining up and they aren't making any sense. You know? There's just some stuff that we don't have the information for and it's not making any sense. And I hate it because it frustrates me. Because that also ties in with the, you know, Rover created the Fraxidus theory. We're missing key information, and with the information we currently have at our disposal, it doesn't make sense. So, like, did we technically give birth to Abby? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's entirely possible we could have. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, actually. Let me see. Hold on. I would have to go back onto my VOD channel because I don't have it saved on my PC. I would have to physically go back to the VOD. That specific VOD. I think Rover created the Fraxidus. It's a good... I mean, even so, like, I'm not opposed to the theory, but, like, with the current information that we have at our disposal... it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not opposed to the theory, but, like, with the current information we have, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. The information we have does not line up with the current, you know, state of the Fraxidus's goals and their actions, and it does not make sense. And Rover's ultimate goal, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Like, my only issue with that theory is that there's information that doesn't line up and it doesn't make sense. Because why would they create the Fraxidus? But I still don't forgive this fucker for killing Frolova. I mean, she didn't die, technically. Technically, she didn't die. She's not dead. I'm pretty sure she's not dead, though. So, like, Rover didn't technically kill her. Because, like, she appeared in 2.7, and she's mentioned, you know, between Scar and Cristoforo after that, so... pretty sure she's still alive. I don't think she's dead. At the very least, she's merged with her little world thing, but like, pretty sure she's still alive. Otherwise, she wouldn't have shown up with Scar, you know, in 2.7. Rover was chill in the story, but damn, when it was for Lova's story, that motherfucker... I mean, not necessarily. Rover wasn't necessarily full of hatred. Rover just despises the Fraxidus as a whole because of their actions and their goals. What they're doing, specifically. And also the fact that... also the fact that Frolova was the one who pointed out Rover's hypocrisy with them continuously erasing their memories versus Frolova using tacit discords to try and bring back her loved ones. I don't care whatever they say Frolova did. I mean, speaking from me, I love Frolova. Some of her actions are not good. Like, I love Frolova. She's an interesting character. Some of her actions are not good. Some of her actions are not good. You know? Some of them are not good. I can say that with, you know, I love Frolova. She's a very interesting character. I was compelled by her backstory and stuff like that, but like some of her actions that she has done are not good. Like they're not good. You know. wuwa devs definitely need to chill out on the Haroi because they're on a killing spree with their characters. I mean, it's... Yeah, I mean, in a way it kind of sucks because you have to, like... You have to be picky choosy unless you spend a lot of money in the game. Because, honestly, I think it's a good thing that, like... They come out with so many fun characters that feel really fun to play. Because, you know, you can choose, right? You can pick and choose, right? But it's also a downside, too, because it's like you're compelled to want every single one of them because they're really fun to play, you know? But I think it's kind of like, you know, you have to be really picky with ones you absolutely want to play. You know? Is part of like why I'm very hesitant to pull for Chisa, even though I do like her gameplay, is because there's some specific characters that I really want, but I'm trying to wait for. Like Frolova, for instance, Galbrana. I wanted to pull Brant for my Chongli. So I haven't pulled Brant. Since I don't do like end game gameplay mode, I mean it's not really too much of an issue for me personally pulling for specific characters, but like, you know, I just pull for characters because I like them, you know. Whether I end up playing them long term, that's a whole other thing entirely. I was trying to see if I can find that VOD. They say, here's Frolova, you can now play her and then proceed to kill her body with brute sadism with the mums. I wouldn't call it sadism. I wouldn't call it brute sadism. Like, they were definitely at odds. Rover and Frolova were definitely at odds. They had two opposing goals, you know. I wouldn't call it sadism, though. Because technically she's not dead. She's not dead, so... Like, she's still walking around. Somewhere. Her spirit is not dead, but her body, yes. I mean... Not really, because otherwise, if that was the case, why would she show up in 2.7? You know? If that's the case, why would she show up in 2.7? She showed up twice in 2.7. You know, putting our friends into releasing the Dark Tide. And then also in Rover's Mindscape, I guess. Technically is what it was. Rover's Mindscape they were in. She's a Sonosphere, technically. I mean, she merged with her world, right? It was said that she merged. So technically she's still alive. But like... I guess it would be kind of like very similar to like Shorekeepers. She's similar to like Shorekeeper's situation, which, you know, Shorekeeper is a program, but she's able to move around and stuff like that. I skipped the story, so I just know a little bit. Why do you skip the story? That's the best part! That's the best part of the game is the story! That's the best part! Well, my opinion. I really love the story. You know, you can play the game however you want, but like, it's just that I know the story is good, but too much damn text. I mean, it's manageable. It is manageable. I just love reading. And, you know, listening to them talk, so. Yeah, I can't go back to that. I don't have that video. I have to physically go back on my VOD channel to find that. But I can do that later. I can do that later. I have short attention span. I can't focus for hours on the text. Understandable. I understand that. Like, you know, I love reading, but I don't know why I can't in video games. I mean, I guess it technically kind of like goes up to like, you know, if are you willing to read, you know? Because like, I think for my personal experience, it's like I love reading. I love writing. So it's like, I understand that there's like a lot of yapping and a lot of like text to read, but like it's manageable for me because I find it enjoyable, you know? Maybe it's just unique for every you know, unique for your situation, but for my personal situation, I'm able, you know. You said you love writing? No, I love writing, not writing. Writing, you know, stories. Yeah, I was specifically talking about writing, not writing. You know. Yeah, I don't yeah, like I don't know what it is specifically, but I've just always enjoyed like writing, but like I can't do original writing. It's a lot easier for me with like writing for specific things, like, you know, like, you know, a show or like a movie or something like that. If I have like if it's a lot easier for me to write in that sense. I can't do original writing. I can't. But like it's a lot easier, and I do find it very enjoyable to like write for specific things that I like whether that's, you know, an anime or like a movie or a TV show, a video game, you know? I do like writing like that. Don't worry, I judged the game. Okay, well, I don't think I have any of those, so don't think I have any kinks, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, anyway. We got off so off topic. Ugh. That laugh is crazy. What? What about my laugh? What about my laugh? Why is it crazy? I don't know why I Okay, I'm good. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm fine. I only work the weekend. I mean, I only work the morning. That's good. That's good. Don't die, please. I try not to. I don't know what happened. I think I was eating something and then I think I might have inhaled it a little bit. Or it might have went down the wrong pipe. Which happens. It happens. You know. I'm fine. Don't worry, chat. I'm fine. It happens a lot. Anyway. Yeah, I think so. Like when I eat and talk, I have to like really focus cuz if not I don't chew, you know? And it yeah. And I end up going into a coughing fit sometimes. I'm good. Don't worry, chat. All right. All right, chat. All right. So I'm probably going to have to head off here cuz today is mainly a short stream, but yes, I also have to go. Don't worry. Don't worry, chat. I'm good. Don't worry, I'm good. Alright, chat. So today was going to be a short one. We were just reacting. Why do I not think about the double meanings? Don't worry, you're good. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? I don't remember. Okay. All right, chat. So yeah, today was going to be a short one because we were just reacting to the gameplay reaction. Yeah. Okay. So next week things will go back to normal. So it's normal Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was only able to stream 3 days a week because I was able to have an extra free day. But next week it'll go back to normal Tuesdays and Thursdays. I haven't decided if I wanted to do Fridays cuz like I can do Tuesdays and Thursdays cuz like I can stream earlier those days, but like on Fridays it would have to be like late evening nighttime for me. But I haven't decided yet. Would you guys be okay with that? Cuz I know schedule has been like very sporadic-y and I'm trying to figure out the best days, but like I'm able to stream like Tuesdays and Thursdays during the afternoon and not at nighttime like I used to cuz like for like years I've only been able to like stream at nighttime unless it's like during the weekend. But now that I'm able to stream during the week earlier, it's just been 2 days. So you're reacting to a reaction. No, it was just we were just reacting to a gameplay trailer or gameplay footage that PlayStation released. So hi baby, what you doing? What you doing, Bubba? What you doing, sweetie? Hi baby. And then we kind of got off topic because we started talking about voice lines and like everything. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna have to head off here. I also have to do some stuff. I'll see you guys Tuesday. So next week, it'll go back to just Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I might start streaming on Fridays. So I guess it depends. It depends on how I'm feeling, chat. For right now, it's gonna stick to 2 days, but like if anything changes, I will say something in the Discord. But I can't like confirm that I'll be streaming 3 days. I guess it entirely depends on how I'm feeling and how much energy I have. But like, yeah. Have a good one, Ray. No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid, Nylon. It means a lot. All right, chat. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to hop off here, but I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.